The big focus that we have for you this morning is the latest update coming in from Kolkata. Viewers, the probe in Kolkata horror is taking place. The Central Bureau of Investigation, remember, is probing the matter. In a latest update, former principal RG Kar Medical College, Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, has reached the CBI office and he is going to be grilled again today. It's going to be day 6 of his interrogation. Meanwhile, as per the direction of the Supreme Court after the hearing yesterday, CISF has officially taken over the security of RG Kar Hospital. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Sabyasachi joining us on the broadcast this morning. Sabyasachi, good morning. It is going to be the 6th day of investigation as far as the ex-principal of RG Kar Medical College is concerned, Dr. Sandeep Ghosh. What do we know about the line of questioning with respect to Dr. Sandeep Ghosh so far?
Well, absolutely. You see, it will be the 6th day that former principal of RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, is being questioned by the CBI. Now he's being questioned for over 50 hours. Now the CBI earlier had recorded the statement of the victim's parents as well as the colleagues and friends of the victim. Now, based on these allegations, the CBI is questioning Dr. Sandeep Ghosh. Now, some of the colleagues of the victim, in fact, have made a serious allegation against Sandeep Ghosh that he held a meeting at the seminar hall where the crime took place before the Kolkata police arrived at the spot. Now, in fact, the family members of the victim have alleged that whenever she used to return home, she seemed not happy with how things were functioning at RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. That is also being asked to Dr. Sandeep Ghosh. Now, his link with the main accused is also being asked by the CBI, whether he was aware of Sanjay Roy being so much powerful that he can walk in anywhere he wants without any pass or without any knowledge. And also the phone records and WhatsApp chats of Dr. Sandeep Ghosh is being analyzed by the CBI from the time period of 8 to 9. Now the CBI has recorded the statement of Sandeep Ghosh. Today also he is being summoned. Now Dr. Sandeep Ghosh has been denying all the wrongdoings and all the allegations that has been made against him. But the CBI right now is trying to verify the statement given by Sandeep Ghosh, because there has been a lot of serious allegation that has been raised. In fact, allegation like tampering with the evidences. There was an attempt to destroy the evidences. Under whose instruction did the PWD demolish the building of the seminar hall, as well as some other allegations have been leveled against Dr. Sandeep Ghosh. Now the CBI says that there has been discrepancies in the statement that has been given by Dr. Sandeep Ghosh so far, and that is the reason why the CBI's line of questioning has been seen from day one, and they are continuously grilling Dr. Sandeep Ghosh. In fact, they have been asking that under whose instruction did the assistant superintendent informed the family members that it was a suicide, why there was a delay in informing the parents or registering an FIR. In fact, the friends of the RG Kar victim have told the CBI that there was a delay, in fact, in discovering the dead body as well.
Right, those are pertinent questions, Sabyasachi, that were in fact highlighted by the Supreme Court as well. Yesterday, remember, Supreme Court has taken suo motu cognizance of this particular case, of this shocking Kolkata horror. Now, Sabyasachi, you've told us a little bit about the way Dr. Sandeep Ghosh is being interrogated by the CBI. But what about the main accused who's already in the custody, Sanjay Roy? I mean, what have we managed to get so far in terms of where is the investigation headed? Because there are now multiple reports that are trying to suggest that probably he, reached the place around 3:30. What more information do you have that you can share with our viewers?
Well, absolutely. See, the CBI is questioning the main accused, Sanjay Roy. Now, the CBI sources tell us that he has been evasive, as well as he's not giving multiple statements. He has been changing his statement time and again, and that is the reason why the CBI in fact had approached the court for a polygraph test, for which the court has given the permission to the CBI. Now, earlier the CBI had conducted the psychoanalysis test of the main accused, Sanjay Roy. Now the ASI in fact has been questioned by CBI. The ASI in fact used to share the room with the main accused, Sanjay Sanjay Roy. Now, shocking details have come out of Sanjay Roy that he used to roam freely inside the campus. Wherever he wanted to go, he used to go. He had access everywhere. So these are some of the chilling details that has come out. Whether the medical college and hospital administration was aware of this fact, and how did the Prem accused Sanjay Roy had so much power just being a civic volunteer, and clearly because of him being evasive on the questions that are being asked by him or by the CBI, and that is the reason why the CBI has asked for a polygraph test.
All right, Sabyasachi, requesting you to stay on with us. Those are important updates that you have mentioned. Today is the 6th day. Sandeep Ghosh, the ex-principal of RG Kar Medical College, is being investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Viewers, however, as the pressure is building, Kolkata police have suspended 2 assistant commissioners and an inspector for ransacking the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. Now, all 3 have been suspended for failure to prevent vandalism and have been held responsible for not taking proper measures to prevent hooligans. A departmental inquiry will also be started against them. Now, amidst all of this, we have seen protests as well taking place in parts of Kolkata by the leaders of the TMC, by the leaders of the BJP, as well as CPIM. Now, we yesterday also got a reaction from Leader of Opposition and Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, who was visiting Rai Bareli. Now, remember yesterday when Supreme Court was hearing the matter, in very clear terms, Supreme Court mentioned that this is one such case that has shaken the conscience of the entire nation. But when Rahul Gandhi, on his visit to Rai Bareli, was asked about the Kolkata horror, he called it a distraction. Listen in.
जब तक इस परिवार को न्याय नहीं मिलेगा, तब तक हम पीछे नहीं हटने वाले।
घाट का बारे में बोलता है, श्मशान घाट के बारे में उधर 3 बॉडी पड़ा हुआ था, लेकिन उसका पहले ही हमारा लड़की का बॉडी जला दिया गया।
सीपी ওই দিন পুরো দিন হসপিটাল ছিলেন, আপনারাও ছিলেন, ওনার ভূমিকা নিয়ে কি বলবেন? উনি আমাদের সঙ্গে কোনো সহযোগিতা করেননি, বরং কেসটা মানে পুরো যাতে তাড়াতাড়ি করে মিটিয়ে দেওয়া যায় সেই চেষ্টাই করছিলেন। এরকম তাড়াতাড়ি পোস্টমর্টম হয়ে যাবে, তাড়াতাড়ি বডি নিয়ে পুড়িয়ে দেবেন।
अन्याय हुआ है, परिवार के खिलाफ, समाज के खिलाफ अन्याय हुआ है और इसको रेक्टिफाई करना पड़ेगा। दबाव डालना वो मेरा काम है। मैं यहाँ पीछे नहीं हटूंगा।
So the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, taking a strong stand against injustice. He's speaking out boldly, not mincing his words when raising his voice against what is wrong. Not just for one family, but for the entire society surrounded by media. Rahul Gandhi thunders, "It is my job to build pressure to ensure justice is delivered, and I will not bow down." And he's right when he says he will stand with the victim's family till justice is delivered. He's right when he says he will not bow down before justice, because that is what we expect from a responsible politician. Now remember, he spoke on a day when even Supreme Court was forced to say it was shocked by the brutality in Kolkata's RG Kar Medical College, that it was a moment of national catharsis. Apex Court pulled up Kolkata police for laxities and questioned the state government for its conduct. However, if you thought that Rahul Gandhi's outburst was for 31-year-old doctor who was inflicted with 16 external injuries and 9 internal injuries, raped and then smothered, well, you unfortunately do not understand the nature of politics in India, because the man who has long been touted as a champion of social justice and equality speaks of women empowerment, Dalit rights and minority welfare, thought that those expecting him to demand answers from Mamta Sarkar were actually trying to distract him. Listen in.
कोलकाता भैया, यहाँ पे मैं इस इंसिडेंट में आया हूँ। मैंने कलकत्ता के इंसिडेंट पे अपनी टिप्पणी करी है, अपने व्यू रखे हैं। यहाँ पे मैं डिस्ट्रैक्ट नहीं करना चाहता हूँ, इसलिए मैं यहाँ इनका मामला उठाने आया हूँ।
जस्ट लास्ट क्वेश्चन, आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने डॉक्टर से कहा है कि अपना प्रोटेस्ट एंड करना है। एज एलओपी आपका क्या व्यू है? सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने डॉक्टर से कहा अपना स्ट्राइक एंड करना है। एज एलओपी आप
देखिए भैया, मैं यहाँ इस मामले में आया हूँ
सर।
आप, मैं जानता हूँ कि आप इस मामले को उठवाना नहीं चाहते हो, आप डिस्ट्रैक्ट कराना चाहते हो।
His pain and support instead were for Arjun Pasi, a youth shot dead in Raebareli in Uttar Pradesh, where bypolls are due. And why did only this injustice merit Rahul Gandhi's attention? Here's the answer.
दलित परिवार है, इसीलिए ये हो रहा है। दलित परिवार है, इसीलिए ये हो रहा है।
And Rahul Gandhi is not the only one running away from accountability. In a telling sequence from Kolkata, an ASI was also literally seen running to avoid answering some uncomfortable questions. This is ASI rank officer Anup Datta, who shared his room with the prime accused Sanjay Roy. When he was summoned by the Central Bureau of Investigation, the media asked him about his proximity to Sanjay Roy, the key accused in this case. His response? It's on your screens right now. Actions speak louder than words. Take a look.
বাবু অনুবাবু একটু দাঁড়িয়ে যান পড়ে যাবেন দাঁড়িয়ে যান বলে দিতে কি হচ্ছে সঞ্জয়কে কবে থেকে চিনতেন পড়ে যাবেন আস্তে যান পড়ে যাবেন দাদা পড়ে যাবেন আস্তে নিচে